Hi, everyone. We are ready for Friday Night Lives, and we are coming to you. Melissa is joining me this evening from the Cape Cod Moms team. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, how are you? It's so nice to see you.
So good to see you. It's
I miss seeing you.
next best thing to being in real life. It's so weird.
Absolutely. I know. We can imagine that we're actually closer than we are.
That's right. We're trying to imagine that you're just sitting right here next to me like you normally would be.
Absolutely. So I'm excited you're joining us. So we've done these for 2 weeks now, as you know. We started with Mother's Day, and last week we kind of talked about all the mishmash, the new normal. We don't really want the new normal. We want the old normal.
No, it seems like those days are gone, right?
But I'm super excited that you're coming in tonight because tonight's like, get your face mask on, get your cocktails ready. Do you have your cocktail cup?
I got water. I'm not exciting tonight, but
Is it flavored water at least?
It's just water.
Lemon in it?
It's in my Yeti. Like
well,
that's why it's fancy.
I like that. I got my fun little cup that I got from that Cape Cod Get Wined basket.
Oh, awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah, from Leona, and it says glass in hand, confetti in hair. I'm like super excited about this tonight.
Oh, so cool. So I got a cool mug too from I got wined. Oh no, did we freeze?
Oh, I like fun mugs.
Can you see it?
Oh, that's pretty. Why aren't you using that with your water tonight?
Because my daughter stole it. Oh. It's hers now. She calls it her rainbow spring water. It's magical.
So I'm so excited because we are going to have our face masks on.
Yeah.
And before we bring Erin on in a few minutes, we're going to kind of talk about things and we'll put our face masks on.
Okay. Hi, Charlene. I see you.
Hi, Charlene. Hi, Brooke. Nice to see you.
Thai iced tea. That sounds so good. That's my favorite.
Oh, Thai iced tea? I've never heard of Thai.
Oh my God. It's amazing. It's full of caffeine.
Ooh. Might have to try that. That sounds like a morning drink.
Yeah.
Are we there yet? I don't know if we're there yet. Maybe at 12 weeks quarantined, we might be there.
Maybe.
So we have Erin, and Erin's amazing. She is a licensed nurse practitioner. She is a local mom. She's got 2 kids. She works for Southcoast Health. And she also owns her own business. And she's been working on the front lines the whole time. I mean, this woman is amazing. And she works her butt off. And I've known her the past couple of years. And she's just such a lovely person, a lovely friend. I'm so glad that I've been able to have her at this point in my life and get to know her because she's great.
I know, you mention her all the time. I'm so excited.
I love her. And if you remember at Christmas time, she actually microneedled my face.
Oh, yes.
Which I had never done before. And it's like, you have to have a lot of trust in someone to do that live.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited because she's going to be talking about what it's like to be working on the front lines, but working as a mom during this time, which we know what that's like, both at home, in the office. What her business is on the side, this skincare business, things we can do at home. What are the most important things to take care of?
I'm excited about that part.
Yeah, until we can go out and get a real facial again. And then she's going to take some questions. So I'm really excited about that. And we're trying out a new format. So I'm very excited you're here with me tonight to try out this new format and see how it goes. So for everyone listening, tonight we're going to be doing 3 giveaways. And the giveaways are kind of centered around our new format. So Erin will be joining us, and we're going to have a question of the night. And you can answer the question throughout. It'll be scrolling on the bottom, and we'll award the prize at the end. But and Erin will pick the winner for that.
Awesome.
Random.org will pick it. So I'll take your comments as you're going along, insert them into random.org, and we'll randomly select a winner. And that person's going to get to receive a $40 gift card to go see Erin when she opens back up.
Fantastic.
So that's exciting. And then we got 2 Polar Cave gift cards.
Woohoo, we love Polar Cave. We love Mark. Mark's awesome.
Mark, Papa Bear, we love you. Your ice cream's amazing. Nobody be mean to Papa Bear because then you're going to have to mess with the Mama Bears. And we won't be as nice, We love our Papa Bear. So he's going to give away 2 ice cream gift cards. And I'm excited because we've had people submitting a random act of kindness. So you get to nominate a fellow mom or parent or dad who's done something kind, and we've picked a winner, and we're going to be calling and surprising her with this later, which is super exciting. And then we'll be awarding another one from our from our quarantine confessions. And if we don't have any, then we might award it somewhere else. So stay tuned. Does everybody have their drink? Okay. Cheers. Let's start with a cheers. Water.
Face mask on too.
Oh, and we have to put our face mask on. Who has their face mask on? If you're like me, I'm like in love with this snail one.
I saw that in your picture earlier. What is that?
I don't know.
Where'd you get that from?
I got it from Lana at Energy Nutrition Zone, where I go sometimes, and she had me try one, and then my sister and I were like in love with them, and it leaves my face so moist.
That's awesome.
So everybody, I love you.
Mine is from this company that I've loved for like the last 10 years or so, called 100% Pure, and it's all like animal cruelty free and organic and natural stuff, which I love. Let's see if I can unfold it. You're way ahead of me.
I am way ahead of you. We're going to get our masks on before we bring Erin.
I want to know if anyone's doing this at home too. It's not just us.
We're giving you time to get the kids to bed and get your masks on. And my eyes like
Ready?
Not crazy now.
I look like a ghost.
I have to be ready for Erin. I have to be properly moisturized for tonight.
When is she coming on? Is she coming on now?
In just a few minutes.
Okay. There. How do I look, Amy?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, Charlene, Polar Cave is the bomb. I hope you have your face mask on, girlfriend. What about you, Jillian? Do you have your face mask on yet?
Amy.
What is everyone using for a face mask? Do you use charcoal? I like a moisturizer.
Type in and tell us. We want to know what you're using at home.
Yeah, tell us. Allison, yep, put the little one to bed, put that face mask on, and get that cup out. I know you got a cup the other day. I forget what yours said, but I know you got one. Special one. Nice to see you, Jackie, Leona. We're just going to get everybody on here, and then we're going to bring Erin on. She's about to come on. I don't think she's going to be wearing a face mask because I think it's
is your face slimy too?
Oh, Brooke, maybe that's a new trend we need to start. Maybe instead of this get wine thing, we need like skincare back.
Pod or something.
Pamper. It can be wine and face masks and toner and everything. All right.
Ooh, a charcoal peel mask. All right. That sounds fun.
All right. So everyone's joining us. Erin, are you ready? She's ready. Okay, Erin's coming on, everybody. Royal jelly mask.
Royal jelly mask. That sounds fun too.
Erin's about to join us. Hi, Erin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Can you tell how great I'm doing right now?
Yeah, you look like from the horror movie. What is that movie where they have a face mask on, but it looks real hydrating? But you also could. It looks hydrating. It looks like you also could murder someone. But I love it. Does it have hyaluronic acid? It better.
Is that a key ingredient that we should be looking for?
Yes, mine does.
It is. Yeah. So everybody's skin needs hyaluronic acid. It's a natural moisturizer, and it helps prevent fine lines and wrinkles. So it's something that every single person, no matter their age, skin type, should always incorporate into their regimen.
Oh, it does. It's right up here. Yes, it does. And it has collagen.
Good. Oh, good.
I'm doing good tonight.
You are doing good. I'm proud of you.
So, Erin, just to give her a quick introduction here, Erin Edwards, local mom, single mom extraordinaire, 2 children. She is a licensed nurse practitioner. She works with Southcoast Health. She owns her own business, Upper Cape Med Aesthetics. And while she's been with Southcoast, she's been working on the front lines, managing kids. God bless you. I can't. I have so much anxiety over that.
Thank you.
I don't know how. I'd be like flying in the decontamination shower for it as I'm
Yeah. Well, my mom handles a lot of stuff as well, so thank God. I wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for my mom. But there's a lot of decon after my shifts, so.
Sure.
But we have it down now. We're about 8 weeks in, and she knows, so it's good.
It's easy.
Yep.
Well, that's good. And so Erin, we've worked together before. You're joining us tonight, kind of to give a little feedback, what it's like on the front lines, managing the kids, what it's like in the health, what your business is, things we can do at home for us just to do regular skincare, what's important, at least the basics. And then we're going to take some questions after.
Sure.
And share some stories, which I'm so excited because you picked tonight's random act of kindness winner.
I did.
So I'm excited about that.
I did.
And what else? What else? You don't have a face mask on tonight?
Me? No. I just have my face. I just came with a face on. I actually only put makeup on for this today, and not a lot. So it's a rough one.
All right, so we're going to get into that kind of later about tips and tricks and awesome. So real quick, just to refresh everybody, I'm going to put up the question of the night that's going to be scrolling along the way. We'll share the answers later in the second half. Don't have to comment now. You can if you want, but we'll kind of come back to it later. So the question of the night tonight, Erin, which you helped choose, is what is your favorite skincare product? So you're going to be commenting in the comments about this, but let's give Erin until we get past the question and answer part of her thing and talk to her, and we'll kind of delve back into this, okay? So be thinking about this, and I'm going to remove it. And so, Erin, why don't you tell us what it is like working as a mom on the front lines right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the experience is different for everybody. I think the label of essential is different for everybody. I think the pandemic has affected every single person. Obviously, we know in the entire world. Obviously, we only really hear about healthcare, but it affects everybody. I specifically am an internal medicine nurse practitioner. I also do some hospitalist stuff. But currently, I stood up a respiratory clinic at Southcoast Health. I formerly practiced in Falmouth with Dr. Michael Barnett, and unfortunately, he passed away from gastric cancer. One of the best doctors I've ever had the privilege to work with.
He was great. Local guy.
He was just the loveliest soul, and they don't make physicians like him anymore. But anyways, so I started back to my old kind of stomping ground, South Coast. I've worked there probably since I was 19. And yeah, so I've been working in a respiratory clinic, and we evaluate patients who are COVID positive, need testing, or they're sick and they don't know if they have COVID. It is a tent, so they drive up to see me and my partner, who's Dr. Dan Miller, and we evaluate them in their car, rain or shine. And honestly, for the last week, we've been lucky with weather, but it's been miserable. So it's really stressful. I mean, people are white-knuckled and paranoid and afraid. A lot of the population that I take care of is probably like 50 and up. So they have nothing else to do but watch the terrible TV that lambastes them all day about we're going to die.
Yeah, it's a barrage. It's a constant barrage,
and
right?
So
all the time.
It is. And so like a lot of it is mitigating like what, oh, thank you, Charlene. A lot of it is sort of figuring out, is this person, going to be okay at home? We call a lot of ambulances, and people are really sick and they end up in the ER, and a lot of them go to the ICU. But the good part about it is the last few weeks, it's dying down in the aspect of less active disease and more chronic management of somebody that's had has been exposed or does have coronavirus. So as a mom, it's pretty scary. You think every single second, am I going to bring this home? Did I, stand too close? This whole pandemic has dehumanized care. And that's the sad part is for people that are in medicine for the right reasons, they love, they touch, they want to be there for the patient. And this is really limited that in some aspects. So you have to be creative, and you look like an alien. I mean, this is the first time I've done my hair in 8 weeks. I mean, I posted some meme on Facebook that was like, nobody knows how ugly you are, but your COVID, your COVID teammates are like your healthcare partners. And it's true. It's true. And you're freaking scary. You look like an alien. Some of these old people are like, they're pulling up and you've got this big hat on it. So, I wrote my name on it with a smiley face so they would know. When I try to smile a lot, like right when I see them, like, welcome to hell, just kidding, but like, you just try to find ways to make them feel better. But as a mom, I mean, it's a big impact. I mean, you think every second in the beginning, you worried about what you would bring home. If you did bring anything home, did you wash your hands enough? Did I spray my shoes down enough? Did I wipe my mask down? I mean, there have been plenty of times that I've taken those cancer wipes that say, do not even put them, don't touch them without a glove, down my face and on my scrubs. I mean, you just panic. So, and then that's definitely lessons though. So I want to make sure that that's out there as well, is that it's not as heightened as it was, because people are doing their job, which is staying home and, wearing a mask and doing what they can to contribute to society, even when some people don't like that they have to do it. But overall, as a mom, it's been very, very stressful.
Well, and how does that stress kind of translate into the home with the kids? Because earlier, thank God for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us here in this community, a lot of us have a family. We tend to have family in our demographic. Supporting us, and thank God for that. But that must be, you have to be, you're even more stressed because you're going out there on the front lines, and then I know what kind of stress I'm bringing home, the impact that's having on my kids, right, Melissa?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're not going out to the extent that you are, and then that must be a whole level.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly it has its moments. I think that I wouldn't be able to do this without my mom. I think, so it's definitely like heavy.
How do you deal with that?
I bought a Peloton because big shout out to Sweat Studio Cape Cod. Jenny Caprio is an amazing fitness instructor, and I started really working out with her, doing one-on-ones in the summer, because it was like time for me to take myself back, and just with recent stuff, as you know, and I ended up really loving it. So I try to ride that as much as I can for stress. And actually, you really take in every single moment with your kids when you work with this all day long. You kind of get home, decompress, and you lay a little bit longer in bed with them, and
enjoy
you're just a little bit more tolerant, and you, every single time you take a deep breath, you're like, oh, I can breathe, so, and some people don't, and that's privilege. Like, this is a big topic of privilege. People are very privileged to stay home, and then there's some people that can't, and that's okay too, because I'm lucky I have a job. But I think there's all different areas, but you do bring it home. It is anxiety provoking. I don't get to bed a lot. Probably go to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning every night. But, you fall into a routine, and that's where I'm at. And the kids are wonderful. And my 5-year-old, I have a 5 and a 1-year-old, and Connor and Grace. And Connor is wise beyond his years for a lot of reasons, but specifically because he hears everything and he's with grandma all day. So he's kind of like a little old lady. I mean, and my mother's not old by any means. She's 63. But he is just something to be desired. And so he knows all about the virus, but in a normal, healthy way. And he knows that it's real, and you have to keep distance, and it's good. So, I mean, it's teaching moments, and then some of it's heavy, but you just get through it. That's what we went to school for.
Exactly. So can we take a moment, and we're going to take our face masks off before we kind of transition here into the next part. So hold on. Listen, I got to get these off, rub the moisture.
Right.
So everyone else who's got their face mask on, if you need a refill.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Do you think they like this is a snail mask? Do they like really collect the snail trails, Erin?
I don't think so. Like, I would be.
It says
Okay.
snail, how do you say this? Mucin, 10,000 ppm.
Okay, whatever that is, it sounds like it's like a petri dish in a package. And I'm not sure what kind of ingredients are in there, but it doesn't sound good.
I'm gonna bring it to you, and you can tell me if you're gonna have to fix my face again, because
I might have to do that. That's okay. I'm always down to try all new products, though. There's no,
So some of you might remember from Christmas time, Erin actually, and she's participated for a while now. She's very generous with the Cape Cod Moms community, and she's donated some gift cards over the years at our holiday giveaway and other times. And she came to me, and she has a business called Upper Cape Med Aesthetics. It's in Falmouth, and So I'm the type of person, like Erin knows, right, Melissa? I'm allergic to like everything. I have the worst luck. I react to everything. I put this earring in tonight. I'm reacting to it. I wear it every day, no problem. But I'm reacting tonight to it. But Erin had approached me and said, "Oh, around Christmas time, let's do something fun. Why don't I microneedle your face?" And I'm like, "Microneedle? What is that?" And I'm like, I have a lot of faith in you. So I was like, yeah, sure, microneedle my face. And she's like, well, yeah, let's do it on Facebook Live. And I'm like,
yeah, that was my first live ever, by the way.
So I went to my mom and my sister, and they're like, do you know what microneedling is? And everything, like, are you sure that you want to do this on Facebook Live? And I said, I have absolute faith in Erin, and if something goes wrong, she'll handle it and take care of it, and she's got my back. So if you didn't catch that video, it was a lot of fun. When I first read about it, I was a little scared. And
well, it's needles, but it's not as scary as it sounds.
I imagine. So you really kind of put me at ease, and then you did, and I was like, oh yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. And you did really well.
It got rid of, I had deeper lines here.
Yeah.
I can attest to that from last summer.
Yeah.
And, Erin got rid of a lot of it. So tell me a little bit about Upper Cape, and Melissa,
sure.
more about Upper Cape Med Aesthetics, what you do, when you started, etc., and then we'll kind of go into the other things.
Yeah. So bringing up Dr. Barnett again, him and I decided that we wanted to try something new, and we started this little side business, and then it just got so big and busy, and then Mark Bogosian of Longfellow was like, hey, I have this really nice spot next to Town Hall. I think it's time. And so, it's just like in any type of business, you need to leave and expand and spread your wings. And it's been the best thing I've ever done in my life. So there's different types of medicine, and this is med aesthetics. So what does that mean, right? Like, what is med aesthetics? Is it esthetician work? Is it laser? What is it? So I specifically do injectable aesthetics, and been doing it now almost 3 years, and I have a wonderful, lovely clientele. I'm very lucky. They are fabulous people. A lot of them are from around town, and some of them aren't. Some of them come from the vineyard to see me. And I really didn't know how this would go. And it's just taken off and really been amazing. So there's different types of aesthetics or different types of things that are involved with aesthetics. So you mentioned microneedling. And so microneedling is great because it's pretty fairly priced, right? And it's natural. So you have the client come in with a clean face, and you numb their face for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I use a pen called Skin Pen, which is the only pen in the market that's FDA cleared, because there'll be no cross-contamination into the motor, which is the biggest thing. And you see all these things out there. You see a stamper, a roller, and these are all things that maybe some people do at home, which can be sometimes scary because, really the biggest part of this procedure is the needles and the precision. And, so anyway, so it's a procedure. It takes about about an hour to get it done. And you numb the person's face, which you know, Amy, and you use a gliding mechanism that's got peptides in it, and you start at a certain depth. So every single time you microneedle somebody's face, certain areas of their face require a deeper or a smaller depth of the needle. And then with each treatment, whether it be you're treating somebody for bad acne or scarring, or I've had patients that have been bit by dogs, and they've had laser and it just doesn't get to what, that depth, and it doesn't rechange those cells. So, the science behind microneedling is it penetrates deep into the dermal layer, which causes the cells to proliferate, which releases elastin, collagen, and it really redefines the texture of the skin. And so it's wonderful for anybody. And so it gets rid of fine lines, wrinkles, discoloration. It helps with hyperpigmentation. But really, it's going to make collagen, and we all lose that at the age of 30. So I really love microneedling. It's a nice baby step. When the pen is on, it sounds like a tattoo pen, or it's this quiet little hum. And patients love it. And I do all the way down to their neck. Some of them have scars that they want to try to get rid of in other areas, but it's lovely. And so at the end, I finish off with concentrated stem cells by factor 5. And that is a line that I do carry. It took me about 3 years to figure out what I wanted to invest in, because let's be honest, there's a new thing out in the market every single day. And let me tell you, when you go into business, every rep finds you and they want to sell you the stars and the moons. If you can get it at CVS, I'm not going to buy it, and that's okay too, by the way, because I use stuff from there as well. But I really wanted to invest in something that I believed in. And so I love Factor 5, the skin line. And so I use the concentrated stem cells that have copper peptides, which help to proliferate more collagen at the end. And then most of my clients buy the actual line after. The one claim to fame about this line, and what I love about it, is that there's an eye and lash cream, and it actually makes your lashes grow with no discoloration, no pink lines, no sort of brown dark spots under your eyes. It really works well. So that's one sort of thing that I do. Then we get rid of wrinkles with Dysport, which is just like Botox, and filler. You can put filler anywhere now. People get it in their hands because apparently they don't like their aging hands, but it's something that people like. And so there's something for everybody, and it's enjoyable because it's happy,
That's what I was just going to say. I mean, if it makes you, honestly, at the end of the day, if it makes you emotionally, if it makes you feel good,
yeah,
and if that's your thing,
yep.
Everybody has their thing. I like reality television. So,
yeah. I mean, and medicine is not fun. I mean, real medicine is sad. I mean, my day-to-day life, I'm going in rooms and sometimes saying, I'm really sorry. The CAT scan of your lungs revealed that you have stage 4 lung cancer. And this is what I'm going to do to get you through this. But the other side to that is that brings me joy too, because I can get people through the hardest time in their life, but it's heavy. So, it's nice. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to make women and men feel good about themselves. And so that's why I do it. That's what drives me. That's why I really feel like I've built an impeccable reputation, and I'm trusted, and I'm honest. And I love what I do.
Well, you're fabulous. So obviously, with everything that's been going on, and you having to balance being on the front lines and the business and all the regulations and everything, as you look towards the future, what kind of safeguards are you looking at putting in? I'm sure you're like right on top of everything.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's no one better, right?
Exactly.
I've been working the front line, so I know what is appropriate and what isn't. So definitely things will change when you have appointments with me. There'll definitely be a triaging, the day you make the appointment and the day of the appointment. I'm going to expect to check your temperature in your car before you even get into the building. One person is only allowed at a time. No one's in my waiting room. People are waiting in their cars when we open. And I will probably have a face shield and a mask, because that is the proper way to conduct business. And, wiping down before and after. And if you have any active symptoms, I love you, but we have to reschedule. And there's no amount of Botox or filler or microneedling that is worth anybody's life. And it's very serious. So that, to make patients feel good and for me to know I can go home to my family. And my clients are lovely. I mean, they have been calling me, I've been like, feel bad. I almost can't keep up with them. Like they're that, and they've been home and going through it and watching the TV, and it's aged us. I mean, let's be honest.
And emotionally, they need something. Again, we have to have a little bit of something. These at-home face masks that actually, I mean, I feel great right now. And
you have a little glow. I see that glow.
I'm going to bring in the snail mask. I can tell Melissa's glowing over there too.
Yeah.
I have better lighting than you have. Great lighting over there, Amy.
It's good to be able to feel good about yourself. So it's nice to have something to kind of like look forward to, that this is an option, and it's on the horizon. We don't know when yet, but it's coming, and we're going to get there. And we
will. And
a better person than you, because you're going to take safety to the highest standard. And
I mean, this business has certainly taught me there's ethical and then there's unethical behavior, and that's been the most eye-opening thing. But luckily, as a provider, I am held and hold myself to a much higher acumen than some in the business. And so I definitely take it serious. And so there'll be definite protocols, lots of disinfecting and cleaning, which we do anyways. And I'm pretty particular about how I do things anyways. But like I said, it'll be patient safety is always number one.
Oh, Jackie says our glow is from the cocktails.
It could be the sheen. Jackie might have something correct. You're on to something.
Exactly. So now let's get into some of the fun stuff. So while we're waiting to come see you,
home.
Right, Melissa, this is what you and I were talking about. What are some things that we can do at home? Well, let's start here. What is the most important things that are must-dos every day? How often? To just keep healthy, good, youthful skin? Tell us.
Yeah, so the best thing is getting a really good face wash, a good toner. If you can afford a serum, I love some serums, especially with vitamin C, and a good moisturizer with a retinol. And retinol isn't for everybody. It can cause flaking and redness if you do too much. There's definitely a few lines that I like. I think that if you're starting out into skincare, less is always more. I really love BioElements, and the best place that you can get that actually in downtown Falmouth is Headlines. And they carry just a lovely array of basic stuff for people. So washing your face is always important, beginning and end. Please remove your makeup. That is a chemical, storm.
Let's stop there for a second. So, and I'm huge offender.
No. Time out.
I don't even wear makeup that often, honestly, because when I do wear makeup, wow, everybody's like, wow, you
don't look sick or tired. Like everybody says that. It's so kind of rude.
I am not always great about taking it off. And when I take it off, I don't know if I do it the proper way. So what's the best way to take makeup off?
So I think like the best thing, I mean, like I said, we don't have to get complicated. Get the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes, get the CVS brand. And all you got to do is make sure you always wipe from beginning to end, because you don't want to reintroduce bacteria into your eyes, right? And then make sure you follow up with a good wash after. But the reason it's good to remove your makeup is that it dries out your skin. And so that's why we age. That's why we have fine lines. That's why we have wrinkles. Because and you're very right about sunscreen as well. Sorry, Julie, I just read your comment. But yeah, so removing the makeup, washing your face, toning is a big deal. People don't actually know about that. So
Why
when
is
you,
that, Erin? So after you wash it, why is it so important to then tone?
yeah, because when you wash your face, it makes it very basic, right? Water is basic. So what happens is it changes the pH of your face. So you don't absorb the product that you're using because it's too basic, okay? So by toning, right, we're cleaning pores, we're helping our product actually really absorb. And it's for product absorption, really is what it's for. And then like what Julie just mentioned, a good moisturizer always has an SPF. You should always put SPF 50 on your face.
I was just wondering, what's the minimum? Because I have a 50.
30. I would say 30.
Okay.
But I really think like ideally on the cape, but with the levels of melanoma and basal cell and squamous cell that I have some 80-year-old patients that look like patchwork quilts because in their day, nobody wore sunscreen, right? So I like to think that the generations after have become a little more educated, but we still have tanning beds. I mean, we still have people that go and cook with oil. And if that's your thing, good for you. Like, that's fine. Like, it's your life choice. I don't judge you. But if we're trying to avoid cancer and aging, you always have to have an SPF on your face.
Absolutely. SPF, especially going into these summer months. And now that we're coming out of their houses, guys, you have not been out. Normally we'd be being exposed even during the winter to vitamin D on some days. We're not being exposed. So this is like, I let the kids go out and I put 50 on them and they still burn today.
Yep. I really like, not to get off topic, but I love Think Baby for the kids. I feel like that seems to be my favorite brand for them. And I'm not a brand snob. I also like the basic copper tone or whatever, but I really have had good luck with children, specifically Grace, who just is 20 months old. That stuff, you need toner to get it off of her, it's on and she never burns, knock on wood. So.
So good. So that's good. So we do the face, we do the toner, and then we end with the moisturizer.
Yep. Yeah.
So
for
that
sure.
Is a must do. And are we supposed to do that twice a day?
Yeah. So ideally, you do it twice a day. Let's be real. It's a pandemic. We're in quarantine. I do it once a day. Because I'm not putting makeup on my face. I think it depends on how or you're bored and you're like, oh, you're really on it. Like there's two different kinds, So like I said, I think I'm looking at some of the comments too. I'm trying to get savvy. And so Julie asked about what my favorite toner is. So I, again, love the products at Headlines on Main Street. The ladies are awesome. They're going to be opening up this week, Monday, and I already got my appointment Thursday, getting this hair done. But they carry Bio Elements, and that is the most basic, lovely brand. It's they're sensitive. They have hypoallergenic stuff. They have stuff for dry skin, combination skin. And I think the biggest thing with skincare too, and again, I'm not an esthetician. I just do medical aesthetics. But from what I've learned from my friend Sarah Glover, who is a very good esthetician, if you're looking for somebody that does amazing facial, there's Sarah Glover skincare is unbelievable. She's in Osterville. I'm trying to get her to Falmouth, but she's so booked and crazy, but she is worth the wait. She will tell you that people get acne because they over dry out their skin, and then what happens is your skin re-proliferates oil. So that's why, because it's so dry
for so long. Because I used to have a major.
Yes,
and you started not drying. I was just watching. I wasn't toning. I wasn't moisturizing. So I was probably just drying it out over.
When you're too dry, then your body's like, oh my goodness, and then it makes more oil, and then people get acne. And and there's a million other factors to that: allergies, family history. Are we on birth control? Are we pregnant? Are we postmenopausal? But the biggest claim to fame is that we've been taught, dry out your face, it's greasy. That's not the case. So just FYI.
You don't always want to put, now is this true? You don't always want to put moisturizer right here. Because right here produces a lot of oil on people with.
If you're toning, if you're using a toner,
then that's
going to, yes. So I've actually never heard that, but it makes sense because that's your T-zone, but you should always moisturize.
Awesome. So everybody right now, why don't you kind of send over your questions for Erin right now. I'm going to put up the question of the night again. We had some answers earlier, and we're going to start taking your comments, but we're also going to take your questions while we kind of keep chatting here. So I'm going to pop up the question of the night right now. And don't worry, I saw some of the answers from earlier from Megan and everyone else, so they are going to come up here. You have been entered. Brooke told us her favorite question, or her favorite product. She doesn't use any products, just warm water. But Brooke, you got a tone. That's
Brooke, I'm coming to that house, and I'm gonna check on those puppies.
Now, what about vitamins? Are there vitamins that we can take too, Erin, that are really?
Yeah, I mean, so I think that so the biggest thing is water, right? If we're not drinking enough water, our body's not hydrated, so our skin is not going to be hydrated. So again, when Sarah does my facials, she'd be like, "Oh, you got to drink some more water," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've not drinking anything but 2 seltzers today," So water intake is huge. There's certain vitamins that have claim to fame, like endless beauty, and everybody comes out with things, but if you drink water and you do the regimen I told you about, vitamins aren't going to really make a big difference. Just makes pretty urine.
Jackie says this is what's been happening to her during quarantine. She hasn't been following her routine. It's time to get back into it. That's why we're doing this tonight.
Right.
Maybe summer is here.
Yep.
I don't want to think about the new normal. I want to get as much of the old normal into the new normal. So we're going to get back to our beauty routines. We're going to get back to basics. We're going to tone, we're going to moisturize, and we're going to put on SPF.
Mm-hmm. And people have been depressed. I mean, when you're sad and you're stuck in your house and the world feels like it's collapsing, you stop taking care of yourself. It's not normal, but it's what's going on. So I think now more than ever is a time to really really push yourself. And I just saw something, Megan Stimson said, SkinCeuticals, agree. Triple lipid is nice.
Now,
that's a good winter one.
Winter, so there's less sun, so it's a good time to have it on. What about under our eyes, Erin? Because that's a different area, right?
Yeah, so under your eyes, the skin is so delicate, right? And we all have the dark circles. And if I see typically some days when I was really busy, I would see 12 people in a day, and 5 of them would be like, what do I do about this discoloration? So a couple things cause that: iron deficiency, too much sugar in your diet, genetics, and just this is the hand you're dealt. And so you're never going to really get rid of that discoloration. It doesn't matter if you're told by a million different med spas that we're going to inject filler under your eyes, which is a dangerous area, by the way, and it's not for anybody that hasn't been doing this for a long time. But as long as you take care of it with a nice under eye cream. So I love mine by Factor 5, but one of our followers, Megan, mentioned SkinCeuticals. That's a great line too. I find that line though to be very over the top. So there's 15,000 different products. And for me, as a nurse practitioner, I like medical grade stuff. So the products that I carry, you don't get unless you have a license. So I'm a little bit hesitant to endorse that, but I will say I love SkinCeuticals. I've used a few of their products, including triple lipid in the winter, and it's unbelievable. But I think a good eye cream has hyaluronic, a little retinol, and it's, you're not going to get rid of all the discoloration. I don't care what they say.
So that won't come out even with microneedling.
Microneedling, it will help. So there's aesthetic procedures you can do. So I microneedle under my own eyes when I decide to do something for myself, which you'd think I would do stuff. I don't. I haven't. It's because you're totally aesthetic out, and you get home and you're forget it.
Yeah.
But so I do. I microneedle under many clients' eyes, and it does make a difference because it proliferates all of those cells. It helps to move things, and there's stuff that you can do. Lymphatic drainage, right? So in the morning, if you're puffy, put cucumbers in the freezer, put it on your face, and then lymphatic massage. Move it, move that fluid. Allergies is another bugger.
Quick question. I've been told you use the ring finger. Is that why? First of all, why is that?
Really, the ring? I didn't know there was a specific protocol.
Well, when you put on eye cream or something, you're supposed to apply it with this.
Well, you're correct. You start at the front and you go to the back, but I don't really know if there's one specific way.
Pressure or something in that path.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah.
Hey, you're teaching me.
No, I had no.
I don't know.
Full of.
I'm not afraid to say I don't know.
We got Alicia. Alicia Botello says she uses.
I love her.
What is this? I don't know how to say this. Murad.
Alicia. Yeah. She used Murad.
Burned off. I can't even use it. Wait, so this is not your favorite. What's your favorite, Alicia? But what do people react to different things, obviously?
Yeah. No, it's actually Alicia. I love her so much. No, it's okay. She is so sweet. She's an awesome real estate agent. If anybody's looking over the bridge, Alicia Botello, she's unbelievable. She's a single mother. She's fabulous. And she brings up a good point. There's products out there that are not going to correlate with your skin type. And so burning is a huge problem. And retinol, if it's too high of a percentage, will cause burning and you can get chemical burns from products, they have chemicals in them. So being super careful, like it doesn't matter if they promise you, it's the lightest, it's the most natural. No, like read the ingredients because some things can burn you.
Awesome. Charlene, she says biotin is great. I use that for my skin, and olive oil.
Yep. I'm not surprised she uses olive oil. She probably gets the best.
Tell me about olive oil. Is that like a little hack that we should know about?
I have heard a lot of things. So carrier oils in 2020 are all the rage. Remember when essential oils came out? Probably around like 2013, 2014 is when essential oils get big. I use them, but carrier oils are a big deal, like coconut oil and olive oil. They just have natural ingredients. They have natural vitamin E. They have stuff that isn't bottled in a chemical crap storm. So I'm not surprised that she likes that, and I'm sure she gets the best.
I'm sure she does. Her family slice of Italy deli. If you guys ever need to go there,
I know
that cream and those cannolis.
Yeah,
I can't even express it out loud because it's that good.
I know.
Karen, my favorite product is the Spritz Toner from Caldale, followed by my Factor 5 serum. Thank you, Erin.
This year.
The one I put on my face after the microneedling.
Yes,
that was fabulous.
Yeah, it really is good. So that's like the over the counter version, but you still need a license for it. The stuff that I put on your face after is post treatment, and it's so concentrated, so you wouldn't use it daily. It's made because by microneedling I opened up those channels, so you basically have baby skin, and I'm putting stuff back into it. Yeah, but Karen's brand we got from Marabou, the toner.
Love that.
Yes.
Robo, you want to bring us on? We can do a live there about the spa.
Yeah.
I don't think they like Botox.
Down for that.
Yeah, I think they don't.
Stream from the jacuzzi. Jackie just put on her moisturizer on.
Good job.
Good girl.
Back to the routine.
You can do it.
You don't need the SPF this evening.
Yeah.
Julie wants to know, how do you feel about collagen supplements for skincare?
I don't know enough to really speak educated on it, but I don't know if what I've read really supports using it. What I like collagen for is joints. I was taking a collagen supplement for my joints, and I did notice a difference in my joint, like my knee specifically. I've had 3 knee surgeries with major arthritis. I don't know enough on that, and I haven't read enough research to really talk about it, but I know it's wonderful for joints.
Charlene says she used how do you pronounce this? Pharmago products. Have you heard of those, Erin? Pharmago products? No,
I don't think so, but that means nothing. There's so many.
Hi,
Paula. Hi, Paula.
Allison wants to know, what do you think about witch hazel, Erin?
I love witch hazel. So witch hazel is a really good natural product. So it's like an astringent. It's a great toner. So listen, you don't have to go out and buy a $20 toner. Go and get the $5 witch hazel. That's wonderful as well. It's natural. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It's going to bring the pH of your skin where to the to an acidic level, so you can absorb product. So I love witch hazel. I think it's great.
Awesome. And just to follow up, Alicia said that was my first time using retinol. I've been trying it again. I think it was a chemical burn.
I knew it. We've all done that, Alicia.
We got to stick with. I know we all make mistakes, right? And then something happens.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you, Melissa? Have you ever
if you try something new and it's like, oh my God, that did not work for whatever reason.
Yeah. And you're fair, Melissa. So you tend, I can tell from looking at you, get a little bit red over here. And once you're red there, it's there for like a week, right?
Yeah,
so,
I think I can feel it from the mask I just did. I feel red.
Yes, I can see you're red. I know. That's okay.
So if there are any other questions for Erin, or if you want to keep sharing your favorite skincare product, keep commenting. We'll kind of circle back. Let's go and chat right now about this new part of our night. We didn't have any submissions from our quotes from quarantine or stories from quarantine, which I'm a little shocked at. That
I know. This guy.
Come on, guys. We know there's some funny shit happening.
Oh, I have one.
Oh,
I have a submission. Let me just tell you.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a Ring alarm system. So I have the cameras and I have the doorbell. Okay. So Connor, we talked about that little lovely soul, has figured out that when he presses the doorbell, it goes directly to my cell phone and he uses it to call me. So I'm not kidding. So I'm in the tent working, seeing patients, and my colleague, Dan, is like, Erin, your phone is like going off and it keeps saying someone's at the door. And it's like, do. So then I go and I watch the videos and it's, Mama, are you there? When are you coming home? Oh, yeah.
Yep. So cute.
He rings the doorbell. He's figured out to do it. And then a few of them, you can hear my mother like, get in the house, Connor. And he's like, I'm talking to my mama. Like, and I'm not even on it. And then a few times I'll answer him, but now I'm like, no. Like, so it's funny. So my colleague's like, he is so cute and smart, but holy shit, he's called you 15 times.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
Yes. I know.
Oh that's A+ for having the ingenuity. Like that takes some like A plus B, like this is what's gonna happen. I mean,
you're in trouble.
And he's in preschool.
Yeah. Preschool, and if he hits the ring bell, he can talk to me. So he calls me. He goes, I'm calling Mama.
Oh, God. I foresee a lot of vacations in the teenage years. For
yeah. A lot of school tutoring.
Leona says, set the alarm off. He'll never do that again.
Well, that's
I have thought about doing that, a few times. I'm going to give an honest statement right now. I'm going to be real. Okay. So my alarm's gone off on my phone and I'm like, what the hell? And I've looked at my camera. My dog is nose deep into a Cheez-Its box, or she's climbing the table for food. So once I was like, I'm going to hit the alarm. So I hit the alarm and oh yeah, it scared the you-know-what out of her. She was howling, and then I felt bad. I would never do that again, but I tested it out, and it wasn't good.
Oh, my gosh.
But did she ever do it again?
No, but she will eat. She's climbed 2:30 in the morning. I'll look at, it'll tell you, movement, and I'll, get up in the morning and look. 2:30 in the morning, she'll jump off the couch, go to the chair or something. But, no, I haven't seen her eating food yet, so she learned her lesson.
Good. See, it worked. Yeah.
It was a little brave new world of me, but I did it.
So I have a funny story. So and Erin and Melissa already know this, so everybody else is kind of finding it out. But I was out in the yard a couple days ago, and they've been doing some work on my bulkhead door, and they've missed some debris. And I'm just cleaning up, and I was wearing shoes, which is unlike me, actually, in the backyard. And I stepped on a screw and it went through my foot, through the shoe, into my foot. And I screamed a whole bunch of obscenities, and I screamed so loud that the 9-year-old actually called 911. I didn't know he called 911.
I mean, kudos to him for calling 911. I mean,
thank God. And you know what? I'm grateful for that, because when I choke, have a heart attack, have a stroke, which is probably going to come soon if we don't get out of quarantine,
don't say that.
Know what to do, and somebody will be able to get there to give me CPR, hopefully. So, but he called, the police show up. So I'm like, I end up in the hospital, tetanus shot, and they were great. Everything was fabulous at Falmouth Hospital, in and out. Honestly, like an hour and a half. Have you ever been there that fast?
No. Speed fast. Go there during the pandemic. You'll get the right quick care.
I got the tetanus shot. What is this? The Cipro. All the medicine.
Tetanus, Tdap, and
Like, you know what? I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna mess with them, because I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I told my husband to tell them that, because they were asking about me, that my foot was going to have to be amputated.
Oh my God, bad.
And so I came home, and they were super nice to me.
Good. They should be. That's their job.
They've ever been. And
compassionate care.
Yeah, well, it's because they think that my foot's going to get cut off, and they feel really terrible for me. And I told my mother this thing, and you know what she said to me? That's really mean. You're going to have to pay for therapy later.
Well, just write it off.
We're all going to need therapy later. I'm going to need the most therapy later.
Yep.
Let's worry about me.
Get in line, sister.
Because I'm going to have to check into the cuckoo bin, and you're going to have to watch these kids if I don't get some therapy. So, let me have my little bit of fun with amputating the foot. So that was my little quarantine confession. Melissa, you got anything to share with us right now?
Oh my God. I'm sure we must have something, but I have no idea. My quarantine story is, I don't have any brains left. I don't know what day it is. I'm like, do we have a meeting today? I don't know. I'm forgetting all the time. I don't know.
Oh, Brooke, listen, if that punctured the skin, it's not the rust that does it to you. It's the dirt. The doctor explained to me, it's the bacteria in the dirt. Those little buggers. Listen, we all know about bad viruses and bacteria at this point. Microscopic crap. Okay, it's true. We gotta stay away from this stuff.
Fight the bugs.
So let's talk about our random act of kindness today.
All right, let's hear it.
So we have a lovely woman. So tonight's winner, this is going to be a new thing. Every week we're going to give away something. And you can nominate your friends. It's open throughout. If you don't win that week, you're still in the running. We're looking for detail. We want you to nominate a fellow mom, sister, parent, whoever, like, that really is deserving. Like, they're above and beyond in friendships. That's what we're looking for. Or some great story, because we want to give them something special and honor that and pay it forward. We got all these Cape Cod Get Wined. You two ladies have been wined.
Yes, because of you. You're the best. I don't even know when I could get to a store with working, and there's a few people that are getting wined. So
apparently, there's wine delivery now. By the way.
Oh yeah, I'm on it.
They have that down here because I need that.
Yeah, like the local winery does that. I think.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to up. I don't know that. So we had a couple of responses to this. So we went through them before we came on live with you guys earlier tonight. And we had so the submitter nominated her friend. So this young woman, Kelly, has nominated her friend Kelly DePina, and to receive this random act of kindness. So we're going to be giving her, and we're actually going to call her right now and surprise her. Hopefully she answers. If she doesn't, that's okay. I meant to do this before 9, so Kelly, I'm really sorry. I actually hope you're watching right now, because that would be kind of fun. But we're going to surprise you, and if you don't answer, that's okay. But let me just read this We're going to read it to her, actually, and if not, I'll just read it out loud. But I'm actually, Erin picked our winner, and she's going to get a Polar Cave gift card to Papa Bear. So we're going to call her. I don't know if you can hear this.
I hear it ringing.
You can hear it ring. Okay, good.
Yeah.
She might not answer.
She puts in a voicemail. That's hilarious.
Like 8.
Hello?
Oh, is this Kelly?
This is.
Hi, Kelly. This is Amy, Melissa, and Erin from Cape Cod Moms, and we're on live right now on Facebook. And we are calling you because your friend Kelly has nominated you to receive a random act of kindness tonight.
That's so sweet. How cool is that?
Yeah, so I kind of want to read to you what she told us about you, and we kind of chatted before, and we selected you as this week's winner. And she told us that while she was director of a preschool, you were always there for her, and your support meant the world to her. She is an amazing mom of 2 beautiful little girls. And I just want to say, we're going to give you a gift card to Polar Cave. And I'm going to have you actually text me your address for mailing it so I can mail it out tomorrow to you when we get off the phone. But you're live so everyone can hear you. But we're just so excited that you have a sister out there that wanted to reward you with a random act of kindness.
That is so nice. I'm like in tears. I cannot talk, but it means a lot. And she's just as great, honestly. So.
Oh, she's so cute. I'm so glad I picked you.
Erin selected you tonight, and you know, this is the type of thing that the community is really about, and we're all about helping each other, fellow moms, fellow sisters. This is a community, and we're so proud that you're a part of it and that you've made a difference in somebody's life that wants to pay it forward to you, Kelly.
Oh, thank you so much, and you guys too. Really, this is so great.
Oh, thank you so much, Kelly. And when I hang up here, just text me your address, and I'm going to mail you out a Polar Cave gift card. And I hope you go see Papa Bear and get yourself and the kids, or even if it's just yourself, whatever ice cream you want.
We will all enjoy it really well. Thank you. We love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Kelly, and congratulations.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad she answered. That was awesome.
I love that.
I love this. I love
Me
that we're
too.
doing this as part of our thing now. I was really honestly inspired by the wine thing when it first took off, the Cape Cod kid baskets, just in general, even before that, like to watch people, like they were just really going out of their way, and it inspired me to want to do that every day and do something kind for someone else. And that's kind of been my coping mechanism is, okay, can I select 3 people this week and sometime during the course of the week do something kind for them just to make a little difference? And you guys know Amy Wyman, who usually joins us, and tonight we kind of gave her the night off, and as you guys, some of you know, she's expecting another baby, and so we brought her a pregnancy pampering basket earlier tonight.
Nice.
And that was really nice, but it's nice to see that there's so many women, especially, like women are notorious for in the media not being there for each other, and it's nice to see actually in practice that's not true. When push comes to shove, when the crisis is happening, like we are there for each other, like, and that's nice. It gives me a lot of hope and faith that you know, things are going to get better.
Being
Brooke,
human.
I love those captions said Polar Cave. No R. Yeah, me. Hi, Maria. So we didn't get any submissions for the quotes and stories from quarantine submissions. So, Erin, do you have someone maybe that you happen to know who may have done a random act of kindness that might be deserving?
I do. That person might have been commenting quite a bit tonight. So everybody knows Brooke and Tim Kowalski. I mean, Tim has an
If you don't, you should.
If you don't, you should, because Tim they have a lot of businesses. They have beautiful English bulldogs that are like the rarest that you've ever seen. But Tim specifically owns April Seamless Gutters. And so everybody needs their gutters cleaned. It's spring. Mine are terrible. God knows when they were cleaned, probably with the previous owners. And so I had asked Brooke if he could come out and just check out the house, and he did one day. And then today, while I'm laying upstairs, after being at my business all day, disinfecting and cleaning, in my nightgown, and the kids are all kind of there as well, my doorbell rang, and it was Tim, and he went with it. My boxer ran out the door and pretty much attacked him with kisses. Connor, it was like Dukes of Hazzard. And I'm standing at the door with the baby, who somehow doesn't have a diaper on, her butt's hanging out. She's still in her pajamas from last night, and she's like, hey. So anyway, so Tim came with his wonderful, lovely team, who were so tolerant of my 5-year-old asking every 5 seconds, can I help with the bucket? Can I climb the ladder? And he did, he fixed and cleaned the gutters. He gave me some advice about things in the future. And then the best part, I go to pay him, and he will not take my money. And he says to me, I want to do this for you because I've had such a good day, and I really appreciate everything you're doing working. And that was like unbelievable. There's really no words. And you do get emotional. So thank you.
Really, really kind.
And I just had sangria. So anyways, I'm going to man up. But I really appreciated that. And so everybody needs to go and check out April Seamless Gutters. And I want them to be the winner of the other gift certificate to the Polar Cave, because I think they're so deserving and kind, and just lovely people, lovely family, and so supportive. And Tim is such a solid guy, and won't do things that you don't need, and I can't say enough about them. So thank you.
I just want to add to that, they are really great, and Brooke has volunteered. She volunteered at our first ever parent fair. Tim, I've interacted with in a couple different aspects, including town meeting. The kids,
solid, nice family.
Haunted house. They invite everybody in the community in, and they are just really stand-up people. And
I wasn't even expecting it. In fact, I was like, I need to give them more. They've put up with my 5-year-old for the last 2 hours, and just lovely. Like, didn't miss a beat. Was so kind. And he's up on this crazy ladder, and my house sort of is weird in the back. It's like, and he really went out of his way, and just lovely. And so please go over and check out his page, April Seamless Gutters. And actually on my Facebook page, I posted at Upper Cape Metastaetics that whoever invites as many friends as they can to his page will get 5 free units of Dysport added to their treatment. So Tim will probably let me know who adds the most people.
So it's April Seamless Gutters.
It's April Seamless Gutters, and I cannot say enough. Solid people. Brooke is just lovely. They also have a breeding business for English bulldogs that are like the most beautiful things you've ever seen. They make like calendars out of these little puppies, and lovely people.
April Seamless Gutters.
And damn it, Brooke, you got me emotional.
I'm popping that up right now. I just kind of want to circle back. Allison, he and his team were great when they did my gutters.
Yeah,
they really are, and so lovely. We hope you guys enjoy. Alicia, it really.
I was not expecting it.
It gives us faith that things are going to move forward, and you know what? We are still there for each other when it counts, and that is so important, because when you're down and out, the people who stand by you, the people who come through, that Mr. Rogers quote: "Look for the helpers, look for the kind people," and that's what
they are definitely.
In people. We love you, Erin. They're so thankful how hard you work, and are such an excellent mom. You're amazing, and that's why we do what we do.
Oh, thank you, Brooke. But truly, It was just, yeah, you got me teary, and I'm like, God damn it, it was some of the sangria too. But, you know, a lot of times people who give a lot or like work in medicine and, you know, and in general, people just aren't good receivers. Like, it's easier to give, it's harder to receive. So thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brooke, I don't need your address. I know where you live, so I will drop it off on my way home for picking it up from Papa Bear tomorrow.
Oh, and I also want to add one more thing about how much I love them. When the pandemic first hit, Tim went and looked around his probably one of the many garages or someplace, and they actually found 3 N95 masks for me and gave them to me. So, like, extra props, like, amazing people.
That
huge.
I love that.
Yeah, like that's like standing ovation, like the mat, all of it. They're just great people. So please like their page, give them more business. They deserve it.
And so remember this, guys. So for next week going forward, we want to hear your quarantine confessions, your quotes, your stories. If you want it to remain anonymous, there's a box to check. We can read your stories, maybe some secrets. You can, again, remain anonymous. We can discuss it, give advice, or we just want to hear your stories. We want to chat. We want to socialize. Also, nominate a friend this week. We have a couple more submissions. You're still in the running. But we're looking for more. We want to hear from you guys. A lot of people are paying it forward, and we want to hear more of those stories. We want to recognize those people. Let's show, I just want to give everybody Erin's website, uppercapemedaesthetics.com. I'm sorry, I can't make that box bigger.
That's okay.
So check out her website or her Facebook page. You can get to the Facebook via that link. And I'm sure she'll be updating once she's fully up and running or as she stages out and everything like that. Again, you're in great hands. Let's come back to, so guys, a lot of you commented, but only 4 of you commented with your favorite product. So we're going to select a winner, and this winner right now is about to receive a $40 gift card to come see Erin. What will you get? What will you get? So I have entered the 4 names who commented with their favorite product into random.org, and I'm going to hit randomize. And our winner is Megan Stimpson. Megan,
yay!
You're going to get a $40 gift card. Send Erin your address if she doesn't know it already on Upper Cape Med Aesthetics page, and she'll send you your gift card or your email and you send it electronically. And I just want to thank you so much for joining us, Erin, tonight.
Oh, thank you. It was so fun.
We learned a lot.
Busy.
Oh, thanks. I know.
Balancing it all, and I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to you.
Thank you.
A pampering time, have a cocktail.
Yeah. You need your face done. We're going to do your face again.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for listening. And like I said, I appreciate you guys and the exposure. And if anybody needs anything, they can message me. And I have like a list, and we're figuring things out. But it'll be operationalized soon, and we'll get through this.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Erin. I'm going to put you off to the side. Don't log off yet, but I'm going to put you off to the side. We'll circle back in just a second. Thank you so much, Erin. Everybody say bye, Erin.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
So that was amazing.
That was fantastic. That was really good.
Heard ourselves tonight. I'm so happy we got to talk to her.
Me too. I learned a lot about just what she does and a few little facial things that I didn't know about.
I learned that
I want to go see her now.
Because of the simple regimen, things that I should have been doing since I was 12.
Don't forget, take your makeup off at night.
That's right. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me and Melissa tonight. Melissa and I, and so we're rotating around in and out, different team members in and out with us. Sometimes you'll see Melissa, sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you'll see Amy Wyman. You may see Erin again. You may see Kelly. You may see Sarah. Lots of different people. And so we want you to message us, tell us your ideas. What do you want to hear from us about? We're going to be here next Friday night, 8 p.m. I think the 8 p.m. time works a lot better than the 7 p.m. time.
Yeah, bedtime. Right? For
So
kids.
we're going to announce what the layout's going to be going next week, but we're always going to have this kind of educational fun piece with a local person. And then we'll kind of go into this nominate a friend and stories and some other things. So this week, it's pinned to the top of our Facebook page, right, Melissa?
Yep.
And you can submit on both forms your quotes from quarantine or stories from quarantine. You can choose to remain anonymous or not. And also your random acts of kindness, because that's really special. So, and again, we'll have a question of the week every week. And I'm really excited for some of our next visitors coming up over the next weeks. You'll hear more about it. And again, comment. Tell us what you guys want to hear about. What do you want from us?
Yeah, we'd love ideas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you guys want a cocktail of the night? Do you want us to focus on remote learning? Do you want us to focus wherever it is? We can do
Or if
whatever.
there were other local businesses we all need to know about.
Yeah. Are there people you want to hear more from? Send us a PM, comment, whatever it is. So thank you again so much for joining us, guys. And we will see you next week on Friday.
Have a great weekend, everybody.